Well, hello guys, today I'm here to talk to you about this CPU cooler which comes from Mars Gaming. You might not know this brand, but it is a brand from Aerocool that is mostly direct and actuates in the gaming zone, like gaming products, keyboards and stuff, but you also got cooling products and cases. So this time we have the MCPU2 Plus single fan cooler black nano ceramic paint. One of the main features of this cooler is that it is compatible with diverse sockets from Intel and AMD. For example, with AMD it is compatible with AMD 4, which is the new socket for Ryzen CPUs. As we see, the approach that the Mars Gaming brand takes, it's really simple. The outside we only have like cardboard with a simple print in order to cut cost, and we have some other informations about the cooler. For example, we got a 92mm fan with, that spins at max speed of 2200 RPM and a weight of 400 grams. So let's go open inside and take a look. One of the things that we notice is that this box rattles a lot, so I don't know if it offers the best protection for the cooler during transport. So basically what we have is different back plates, and I'm gonna open up the manual. As you can see, it's a really simple manual where you basically just put on this support ring on your motherboard, and this goes through, and we got these latches over here that are really similar to how you install a CPU cooler in AMD motherboards. The fact that this cooler doesn't have a backplate, it makes for an easier installation, but I don't know how does that impact the performance. Hopefully not much, but we will see. So in here, in this small bag, we have thermal paste, these little brackets that go inside. It's basically a push pin system to hold the cooler. So this here we got the brackets with the screws on that go inside the push pins basically. But I'm gonna install the cooler so you guys can see. And these are the install parts for AMD, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, exactly. These are for the AMD, the socket base. So let's go take a look at this cooler. As you can see, we got a 4-pin PWM connector on this cooler. We got a little bit of scraped heat pipe that happened during the trip. On the bottom we can see that this is a direct heat pipe cooler, which means you want this to make the most contact that you can with the cooler, because this copper base is what is actually gonna dissipate your heat. On the middle we have a fan, a 92mm fan in here, which I'm not gonna take out because you have to unscrew here this Mars Gaming logo. I really like the look of this cooler. Like, the fins are not finicky, like they are actually really good. They feel sturdy. And we have like kind of a heatsink over here on top of the cooler, the cooler base. So we're gonna find out if this actually cools well or not. Now we're gonna install the cooler, and as you can see, the MCPU2 Plus is really easy. You just line up the plastic bracket with the holes on your motherboard. After that you push in the plastic pins, the transparent plastic pins that you're going to see in a second. And after the transparent plastic pins, you put in the black pins that you are seeing up next. You just pull them inside the white plastic pins, and they secure the bracket to your motherboard pretty much like a push pin would work. After that, it's really easy. You just put some thermal paste. We decided to use the X method in this case. And here we have the thermal paste now. And as we can see, we just put on the MCPU2 Plus on top, and you secure the big bracket first and then the not so big bracket afterwards. It takes a bit of skill because you need to pull the brackets where it is really close to your graphics card in this case, so things can get a little bit tight. It's much easier if you do it outside your case, but it is still doable. So, well, hello guys, so this is a sample of the Mars Gaming cooler at full speed. I don't know if you can hear it. It's not a lot noisier than the idle we've previously reviewed. It's a bit less noisier. As you can see, we have a good black finish, and it looks really good on the system. So now we're going to talk about performance, and as you can see on stock form, this cooler pretty much performs the same as the Eidos cooler from Regentech, and on an overclocking setting it also can keep up with a 4.5 gig i5 3570Q with some volts on it. So if you guys need something to have better performance and better overclocks, like this cooler is perfectly fine for those of you that just want like 4.2 gigahertz. The Mars Gaming MCPU2 Plus will do that just fine, but for bigger overclocks you need something better. As for noise, this cooler is also like a little bit less noisier than the Eidos that we've reviewed, so it's a nice silent little cooler with an awesome aesthetic. I just think that the price of around 35 euros is a bit too much to ask for the cooler, especially for its performance, but if you need something that looks really good and it's easy to install because you don't have a backplate, you should buy this Mars cooler MCPU2 Plus. So, see you in the next video, guys.